Alright, I have my Atlas pick-o-matic gearbox explosive diagram ready. I have my gearbox and the tumbler assembly, miscellaneous parts, and that's all gonna go right on there. So stay tuned. So before I put this on, I have this access plate and this little handle, and it's a little bit easier to install that now before it's on the lathe, so I'm going to do that. So I have this stud and these two washers. They look like one side's slightly beveled, and I looked at my videos when I took this apart and I didn't get a clear shot of this. I think one goes this way and the other one, this part here, goes flat against in there. So that's why I want to set it up. Next is the tumbler assembly, and when I took this apart last time, I kind of, to take it off, I kind of reassemble it part way so I wouldn't lose the pieces and I could kind of keep track of how everything goes. Well, I have to take this apart again because in this area here, I got to put this bolt in, this screw, and this part of the lever is in the way, so I have to take this apart before I can reinstall it. There's a nut that goes on the other side of this casting, and it's a little tight. I'm going to try using this magnetic wand. It actually worked. 3 more screws. Tumbler gears. Big one goes here. Alright, well, I think I've run into another minor issue. I put this tumbler assembly on, and there's this bar here that you're able to go into neutral, forward, and reverse. And there's a slight adjustment you can see here where I would be able to move this up or down to, I guess, make sure the gears mesh properly. But the problem I'm having, no matter how I adjust this, and I've tried it up all the way down, I even flipped it thinking that maybe I took this off and had it in upside down. But the issue that I'm having is no matter how I adjust this, if you can see how these gears are nice and tight in here, these gears here, this set of gears, you can see how well the teeth go into the valley of the other gear. That works out well. The problem is, right now this is in neutral. When I put it up, which I don't know if that's forward or reverse, get a little bit more light in here. You can see that, I mean, this part here isn't that terrible, but it's not nearly as tight as it is here. And then when I go into the down position to engage this gear, it's even less. I don't know what it is. Like, once again, I've tried all this fine-tune adjusting here, and I just can't get these to line up where, like, this is outside one of those 3 hold slots positions. See that? I think that's how it should be, and I'm looking right in here, by the way. So you heard that just click into place, and I think there's less than half the teeth are engaging. Once again, that's here, but if you look here or here, that's my sort of my guideline. Those are perfectly fine. Once again, this is a neutral, and then when I go down to the lower position, that's catching even less. And I don't want to put unnecessary strain on these teeth because they can break. So if any of you lathe guys, Atlas lathe guys out there is watching this, if you can give me any advice, I would appreciate it. This is the sliding gear nut. I'm gonna install that. Just a couple more gears left to install. These are from the pick-o-matic gear set, so you would change these out to do different threads. I'm not exactly sure what these are, but these were installed on a machine when I got them, so for now I'm just going to put these back on. And then there's this sort of gear link plate, and I'm going to put those on. This is a lock screw with a handle, and when I had dropped this, pulling it out of the previous owner's basement, one of the casualties was this little knob on the other side, so I'll either have to come up with a replacement or figure something out. Not a big deal. So I don't know if you've been following this series along, you'll remember that this was the big casualty of the move. When I had dropped the lathe, unfortunately this casting cracked. It cracked right over here. But I gave this to my dad, who lives upstate, and he brought it over to his Amish machinist, and they welded it up. Now they didn't grind the welds on the inside, but you know, that's okay, as long as it's strong and solid. And on the outside, just a little discoloring from the welding, but it's a pretty tight fit, and I'm pretty happy with it. And even the gear selector works nice and smooth. So a couple of more gear covers to put on, and we're almost done with this phase of the lathe project. The last piece for this part. Well, I'm excited. This part, which kicked my butt, is done all together. Way to go, Evil Twin X. Kind of proud of myself. The hump has been reached and over. I think everything else is going to be really easy. I'm excited that this is all together. I really feel like I have a lathe again. It's one big long lathe, but it's looking really, really, really good. A couple of side notes. When I was putting this together, I had these two gears reversed. Not a big deal. I just put them in the right place, and right now everything's engaged. So this lever here, this forward, neutral, reverse, is for when you're threading. So I would like to have this issue of these gears not fully engaging solved, but I don't see it being a major problem right now because I don't see me doing an incredible amount of threading. But I want it solved in case the time I do need it. It's like a clock. So all this would be to do threads. All right, guys, I'm going to call it a night. Once again, thanks for sticking with me. Stay tuned. There's still more to this project, but I'm getting close. I'm getting really, really, really close. And that's it for now. Evil Twin X signing off.